everyone, hope you're doing well. My name is Saimah and welcome to Saimah's Experience. In this video, I'm going to go over how you can expand your Turo business in just 3 months. Spring is right around the corner and summer is just a few months out from that. And as so many of us know, spring is the start of that peak season on the Turo platform. And when we move into summer, we see a huge boom in business, which is always so exciting because this is when we really make our money. So how do you gear yourself to prep for what's to come, and how can you expand your Turo business so that you can maximize your margins and profit from the next 6 to 7 months that we're going to see of good weather and travel and people being out and about? Now, in order to grow your business or your fleet, the most important thing is that you need the car and market fit. So oftentimes that term is used, product market fit. Well, this is the same exact thing. You need to make sure you have the right car in the right market. And one way that I'm seeing so many Turo host friends expand right now is through partnerships. So last year in the summer, we saw so many hosts join the platform. People bought all types of cars, people who are very new and maybe didn't know the best way to go about figuring out what the best car is for their market. So they have all these amazing cars, but it may not be the right market fit for where you are located. So one of the things that you can do to really get your cars to start making money is partner up with a host who is in a market that does cater to your car and that has a demand for your type of car. So let's say, you're in Colorado and you have a Corvette C8 that's a convertible off the top of my head. Well, Colorado is known for seasons, snow. Maybe the car does well in good weather, but when you guys get snow and winter, it's just a complete flop and it's dead. But what if you had something like a convertible Corvette C8 in a market like Southern California, where we have pretty good weather year-round, beach cities, and the ideal place for somebody to enjoy a car like a Corvette C8, or maybe even in a place like Miami. And one of the things that you can do to really expand your fleet and grow your fleet is partner up with other hosts who have these cars, but maybe their cars don't work perfectly in their areas. Those hosts are going to be glad to get these cars off their burden and give them over to somebody who is in the right market and who does have the ability to host them. So it's a win-win on both sides because there are many people who have these vehicles and they're just not performing the way that they wanted to. But how do you partner up with someone? How do you find these people? So what I've seen in my experience is that majority of the people who are partnering up on Turo, they are meeting each other through different groups. And primarily I'm seeing that a lot of people are meeting each other on Facebook groups. And there's a ton of Turo Facebook groups, some that are specific to your market and your state and your city, and then some that are more general, right? I have a Facebook group of my own, which is available at powerhost.club. So you can meet people. That seems to be the primary method. You can meet people down in the comment section below. So if you're looking to partner up, definitely drop a comment down below because people are always reading these comments. That's another method. And then there's all these other forums where I see a lot of Turo hosts connecting with each other, which include Reddit. Now, of course, you can get off the internet and do other things as well. Go to local Turo meetups that you may find online. Network with other hosts, rent from them, message them, see if you can meet up and talk to them and find somebody who is in the right area to take on your car, and vice versa. If you are the person looking to capture more vehicles as a part of your fleet, look for people who are looking to offload their vehicles. And I promise you, if you search online and if you go into these groups, I guarantee you are going to find somebody regardless of which side of it that you are on. I am seeing this happen left and right. People setting up partnership agreements, people being custodians to other people's Turo accounts, co-hosting together, and it's a win-win situation on both ends, if of course all the numbers work out. So that's one method that I'm seeing being utilized a lot to grow your Turo business. The second thing that I'm seeing is a lot of people got into Turo and they still had their 9-to-5 jobs, they're working from home, and so they got one car, it did well, they got 2 cars and it did well, And before they knew it, they ended up with maybe 5 or 6 cars, but they're still working full time. So it's become very hard to manage. They can't let go of their jobs, but they want to continue to do their Turo business. I get so many questions about this from so many hosts that find themselves in this predicament, and they want to figure out what they can do to relieve some of that management stress and free up their time, because after you work a 9-to-5 day and then you have to juggle through all of these rentals between all of your cars, it can become really taxing on you, and I completely understand that. So one of the things that I'm seeing is people are reaching out to hosts who are in the area and that seem to have a management setup, and other hosts are offering hosts on the platform a flat management fee for their vehicles and for their trips. So you may not have to share in revenue in terms of percentage, but you can just pay a flat fee to somebody who is well versed in the business, who has a setup for cleaning and parking, and can safely hand over your vehicles to your renters, check in and check out your cars, somebody who is trustworthy. But again, how do you find these people? You definitely want to go into these communities. You want to read through people's listings. I love going through local listings in my area, reading about where people's pickup locations are, how they do handoffs. Oftentimes, a lot of this information is available in people's descriptions. So it's really easy to figure out who has a business setup to where they can manage vehicles, and you can reach out to these people through their listings and talk to them about potentially managing your vehicles. And it's such a great way to network with another fellow host in your area, share resources, and it's just a good tool to have in your pocket. This is going to free up your time, allow you to purchase more vehicles, put them on Turo while having the management load kind of taken off your shoulders a little bit. So help you expand, which is great to get ready for that summer season. Now, originally, if I had made this video 2 years ago, my number one point would have sounded a little bit different, but the markets have really changed when it comes to car buying. So that's why this list is in this order. Now, normally I would say if you want to expand, go acquire a handful of cars, and acquire them all on the same day so that the loans don't show up, and it's a whole way of buying, right? Go on a little buying spree, get all your cars before the summer season comes in. But of course, as we know, the landscape for buying cars has really changed. Car prices are overinflated. There is a shortage of inventory, and we all know the whole spiel about what's going on with supply chain shortages and so on and so on and so on. So what do you do if you want to acquire more cars for yourself and you're not looking to partner up, but you're just trying to expand your own personal fleet that you want to manage? One of the things that I'm seeing right now, a great way to find cars and get good deals is actually by 2 methods. And the first one is by getting in touch with a broker. So a car broker is somebody who will find you the deal that you're looking for. They'll help facilitate that deal. Brokers are nice. While I traditionally wouldn't go this route, but we are not in normal times. Brokers are great because this is what they do. So they're plugged into the market. They have eyes on a vast quantity of cars, so they can look in places that we may not know how to look into as consumers. So they have more resources and more access, and they can help facilitate that deal and make your life easier. Right now, if I wanted to personally buy a car, it would probably take me at least a month to research the market high and low and in other states to find a car at the right deal and then to try to acquire it. And it's very difficult and very time consuming these days. So sometimes a broker can really be a safe haven for that and get that done for you for a small fee, and oftentimes it's worth it. Now, another way that you can acquire vehicles is through sites like carsandbids.com. Now, a fellow host brought Cars and Bids to my attention. I've seen it before, but I never thoroughly looked into it. So thank you, Bruno, for that. Cars and Bids is awesome, right? People list their cars, you can bid on them, and oftentimes you can get them at a pretty decent deal. So you just never know what the deal is on a car, but it is worth it to go that route, which is not your traditional dealership and it's not your traditional online buying. You are bidding on these vehicles, but Listen, you never know what the reserve is on the car, and you might get a good deal. So it is a good option to pursue, and one that I would definitely recommend. And if you just want to resort to traditional means and just do it on your own, what I would really emphasize and caution you is you want to take a lot of time and patience when looking for these cars, because car prices are crazy. The markets are literally fluctuating on a daily basis with everything that's been going on. So you just want to make sure that you step into the market at the correct position, and the correct position is buying a car at the right price. And how do you know what the right price of a car is? You have to do your market research on Turo and figure out what day rate does a car get on Turo, the car that you're interested in, and what does the car have to cost in order for you to achieve a margin on a monthly basis. That's a whole nother topic. So if you want to learn more about that, check out my Turo course, which is going to teach you how to research the market, how to figure out how to buy a car at the right deal, which is available to you at powerhost.club. All right, you guys, I'm going to end this video right here, but these are the methods that I would utilize to expand my Turo business. If you're looking to do it in this window of 3 months, this is probably the best, most efficient way to do it. Again, comb those forums, talk to people. Other Turo hosts are really going to be your ally in expanding your business, so you want to leverage them to doing so. So that will really help you out. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Saimah, and if you like this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Take care, guys. Bye.